Now, in some of our settings, we had rooms where the mothers could sit together. In Kailicha, Site B, a township here outside of Cape Town, where an enormous number of mothers live in that clinic, we had a separate room where people could sit and talk together and eat. And so I would go in there and I'd walk in and I'd see the most wonderful interactions taking place. And people weren't all crying, depressed, but there was a measure of joy and comfort in seeing people together, and to appreciate that everybody in the room were mothers and all living with HIV, and yet they were able to share something that elevated the mood in a way that when people left, I knew that they would know more, that they would be better prepared to live life in their communities and in their households. That acceptance that mothers experienced in the clinic carried out into the communities. That the mentor mothers who would go home with the mothers to help them disclose their HIV status created a level of acceptance within families. And when families could accept an HIV-infected family member, and when enough families could do that, that changed perceptions in the community. It's interesting because stigma is something that's both internal and external. And as we managed internal stigma, the way people felt about themselves, we were able to generate changes in external stigma. And I think what you see now is there's still stigma, of course, and that's not going to disappear, but I think there's a far greater level of acceptance now, a decade, 15 years later than there was before. It's very gratifying to see that, and it's very gratifying to think that we played a part in that transition here.